Before we begin, let's go through what's included in the LayerCake Photo Album Buddy collection. There are over 50 drag and drop frames, 75 ornaments and monograms, 130 signature backgrounds with collections such as eclectic, edgy, Hollywood, high school seniors, sports, Americana, and traditional. There's a style palette of over 75 artistic styles for typography, museum quality frames as seen here, 180 unique set of actions, plus step-by-step tutorials on everything that's in the collection, along with a written tutorial in PDF form for you to print out. This tutorial will be covering constructing the palette, loading actions and styles, and saving them so you have your own unique set of tools. Let's start by creating a new working palette. Open Photoshop and make sure that your clipboard is empty. Click on Window and Action, and your action palette will appear. If it's in 2 rows, drag it to the left. Now go back to Window again, scroll down to Layers, and open your layer palette. Go back to Window again, and scroll down to Styles, and that will open your Styles palette. Now we're going to combine these by dragging the layer palette on top of the Actions palette, followed by the Styles palette, dragging on top of those two, and now we've created a full Dock Together production palette. Now we're going to save this by going to Window, then Save Workspace, and you can name it anything you want. I've named it LayerCake Production Palette, and then hit Save. Now the next time you open Photoshop, this workspace will be saved just the way you intended it to be. In the future, if you've lost it and want to reload your palette, you can go to Window, Workspace, and you'll find your palette in the drop-down. Now go to your LayerCake collection disk and drag the folder called Actions and Styles onto your computer and put it somewhere where you can find it. Select Window, Actions, then go to the small arrow at the top right. Scroll down and select Load Actions. It's important that you load these action sets in the correct order. Let's start with Project Buddy. Then go to the arrow again, go to Load Actions, add Template Buddy, go to the Load Actions again, select Production Buddy, and there you go, all 3 are loaded. I recommend that you immediately save your actions. If you don't and shut down your computer, your actions could be lost, and then you'll have to reload them again. Let's start by saving the Project Buddy. It's important for you to know that you are saving these as sets and not as individual actions. So we're going to find the folder that you created, and we'll save the Production Buddy in that folder. Actions and Styles. Now we're going to use the same procedure, and we're going to go back and load the Template Buddy. Select Template Buddy, drop down, save actions in the action folder that you chose before. Now we're going to add Production Buddy with the same procedure. Save it in the folder as before. It's important to remember that you can only save one set at a time. Now let's go to the button mode. Click on the top right arrow to drop down the button mode. And now you can see that your actions have turned into a brightly colored, coordinated set that's easy to follow. All newly loaded actions appear at the bottom of the action palette when first loaded. You'll notice that once loaded, the LayerCake action sets will start with the red bar at the top, and the end of the action set will have a red bar at the bottom. We recommend that you work in a single column format with your actions. It's a lot easier to follow them in sequence. That way you can enlarge or scale it up and down. Make the window any size for your convenience. What is the Styles palette? Well, the Styles palette enhances fonts, ornaments, and monograms that are in this LayerCake collection. The Style palette turns your typography into a work of art by changing its character, by adding bevels, drop shadows, gradients, textures, and a variety of colors. Now let's load the Styles palette. The Styles palette will be located in the same folder that your LayerCake actions were located in. Select Styles, go to the drop-down menu, and select the small list, which is the best choice. Then select Load Styles, and like magic, it fills the palette. Now remember, save your styles set exactly the same way you saved your action sets.